Hi guys, 18Dap here and welcome to this match preview for the game against Doncaster Rovers versus Sunderland at the Keepmoat Stadium on the 29th of December. Let's get the video started. So guys, welcome to this video, Doncaster Rovers versus Sunderland match preview. If you're an existing subscriber, thank you for coming back. If you're new to the channel and this video has brought you here, welcome to the channel. This is the format that we do match previews in. Put my teeth in. We look at previous meetings, current form, player focus, so we look at a Doncaster Rovers player, one to watch in my opinion, in this case for Sunderland, and then me and the family have got a predictions league table. We'll go through that little update there, and then I'll give my score prediction at the end. So previous meetings, Donny have not played Sunderland that many times, only 6, and Sunderland have the upper hand at the minute, winning 4 of those 6 occasions, Rovers only winning 2. Looking back at the last 5 meetings, we have to go back to the 87-88 season, where Sunderland won both of those games at home 2-0 and away 3-1, and then a little bit closer to the present day in the Football League Trophy in 2017, Rovers won that one 1-0 at the Keepmoat Stadium, and then last season in League One, Sunderland once again had the upper hand, winning both games by a goal to 0 and 2 goals to 0. Current form in the league, fairly similar. So Donny, 2 defeats, 2 draws and a very good victory today. Sunderland 3 draws and 2 defeats, so it's going to be a tight game I think. So Rovers were 5 league games without a win before the game against Peterborough today, and I think it's safe to say nobody saw that result coming. Fantastic 3-0 away win against second in the table and a very good team in Peterborough. So with the current form that Rovers are being on, I think that may have destroyed a number of accumulators today. Fantastic result. Hopefully it gives us a bit of confidence coming in to a busy period against some good teams as well. Sunderland on the other hand, not in great form as of late, with draws against Coventry, Blackpool and Bolton, and then defeats to Burton and Gillingham. And for me, Sunderland should be a team that are expecting to be pushing the top end of the table, but for whatever reason it's not quite happening this season. Sunderland fans, in the comments down below, let us know why you think it's not happening this season. On to player focus. So I tried to go through the entire squad before going over a player that we've already visited. So we're on to the younger players or the fringe players, and today it's Danny Amos. He's not had any league appearances yet, but is another player who's made his way into the first team picture through the youth academy. He's currently providing cover for Reece James, and he does get the occasional chance in cup competition. So this season I think he's played FA Cup and Leasing.com Trophy. Looked decent in the Leasing.com Trophy. I think he got the man of the match in that game as well. And I think with a bit more development, Danny should be able to break into the first 11 more often and sooner rather than later. He has also played for Northern Ireland at under 19 and under 21 level, so not a bad player. Hopefully we see that development and it's another young player coming through our academy that will break into the first team. Moving on to the one to watch for Sunderland, I've gone with Chris Maguire. 19 appearances, 5 goals, 3 assists. So Chris is Sunderland's top scorer in the league and has provided a couple of goals too. But it hasn't, as I mentioned earlier, it's not been the expected season so far for Sunderland. But in fairness, they're getting goals from all over the park. Not many goals. There's not kind of a player that's, well, as you can see, Chris on 5 goals as top scorer. But there's a number of players on 2, 3, 4 goals. So I think it's one of those where we've got to be wary of pretty much every player on the pitch because there's goals from everywhere, just not many. Predictions League. So as I said earlier, me and the family have got a Predictions League, and the way it works is if we predict the scoreline spot on, we get 3 points. If we get the the result right but not the scoreline, it's 1 point, and then if we get it wrong it is 0 points. So from the Peterborough game, there's only one of us who expected anything from that game, or a win from that game. Max went with a 2-2, Chris went with a 2-0 Peterborough, and my dad went with a 2-1 to the Rovers. So my dad got the 1 point, everybody else got no points. It has pulled him a little bit closer to Chris. So the table at the minute, me and Max joint top on 10 points, Chris in third on 7, and Dad in fourth on 6. So as I mentioned before, it can all change very, very quickly. And finally, moving on to my score prediction for the game against Sunderland. I'm hoping the result against Peterborough has given us a lot of confidence. As we can see, Sunderland not in the greatest of form either. So I'm hoping the crowd get behind the Rovers. It's going to be a decent crowd again, with it being in between Christmas and New Year. So hopefully Sunderland will fill the away end like they did last season. A decent atmosphere, but hopefully we put in the performance that we clearly can do, beating Peterborough away from home. So why can't we do it at the Keepmoat? I think we will. I'm going with a tight game and a 2-1 win to the Rovers. And that's it for this vlog. If you enjoyed it, big thumbs up for us please. Comments in the section down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.